Well, hello everyone. My name is Joseph Sangl, and I am the leader of I Was Broke, Now I'm Not, and we're on a mission to help people accomplish far more than they ever thought possible with their personal finances. And I'm so excited to be able to introduce this latest tool to you. It is the monthly budget with actual columns. And it is an amazing tool that has helped me transform my financial future. It transformed the way that my relationships happen in my life. And it's really helped me fund dreams in ways that I never thought possible. And I promise you that if you use this tool, it will help you do the same in your own life. And so we'll get right at it. I want you to know that this video is going to last 4 or 5 minutes. I'm just going to walk you through the different features of this tool. Some of you may be familiar with our other free tools at iwasbrokenowimnot.com, where you can click on tools. And this tool is an expansion of that. In fact, there's several major changes that are awesome that can really help you become a better money manager. And so with that, we'll just get right to it. This is the budget form that you have downloaded, and I'm so glad you downloaded it. You can just type in your income. One of the key things that we teach in everything that we do is that you should plan your spending before the month begins. Before you get paid, before the temptation to start spending money without a plan happens, think about what's going to happen in the next month. How much income do you expect to receive, and where is it all going to go? Plan it all. And that's this planning column. But the key is, a plan is nothing more than a forecast. And just like the weather forecaster is always going to be wrong, even if they're only off by a degree or two, your financial plan is always going to be off. There's going to be unexpected expenses. Things are going to happen. The kids are going to come home with another fundraiser. You're going to be able to have an opportunity to go somewhere, last minute notice, and you'll want to be able to fund it. Well, that's where the actual column comes into play. And this is something everybody's been clamoring for, so I know a bunch of you are cheering and hollering and screaming out there. You're so excited about this, but let me show you how this works. Let's say that we're planning our financial plan for the next month, and let's say we're expecting $3,000 of take-home pay from one job, and let's say there's 2 incomes being earned and there's $1,000 for another one. Well, you can see it's doing the math for us here, and what's happening here is that because there is no income that is in the actual columns here, then this tells us total income plan and how much we've received actual. So when you're planning, you're going to have these new things that are over here on the side that are going to be calculating, and everything's going to be off. And what happens is through the month, as you update, let's say when you get paid $3,100. Well, it's going to start updating that, and it's going to say, ooh, you got $100 extra. That's green, and that's a good thing. It's saying, hey, you got $100 extra than you planned, and let's say you got $20 less than you planned from this job. Well, it's saying, ooh, alarm, red color, that's 20 less, but overall, you came out 80 to the good. So I just want you to see this new feature here that for each category, it is calculating your total planned by summing up everything you type in this column, and then it types in your total actual. And so this is really meant for review at the end of the month to say, how did we do overall this month for our income? What did we do for our giving, our saving, our major categories? And then the summary of everything is here at the top. So I went ahead and filled out a total budget here, and I wanted to show you what this looks like. Let's say we've already planned it. We planned it before the month began. We're going through the month, and through the month we've updated these numbers. So 3,100 here, 980 here, and we type in all of our giving, and let's say we were able to give $450 here, and we saved our $100 for Christmas. Well, I wanted to show you this nuance here about our form is that for giving and saving categories, we view giving more than planned and saving more than planned as a good thing. It might mean negative financial things just looking at the numbers, but we really want to encourage people to be giving, to be saving. And when we see this, you can see that, hey, we gave more than planned, and that might seem like that should be red, but we've made it green because we really want to encourage people to be giving and giving with a plan, and just making sure that we make modifications to the rest of the plan so that at least we come in to exactly zero over here. But we really encourage that. So let's say that you put in, let's say that you were able to save $256 for some reason, and you saved $110 for known upcoming expenses. Well, it says overall you saved $8 more than planned, And so it will turn green over here. Now, on a financial cash flow standpoint, it's a negative hit. And I know that's a little confusing, but I just, as I was sitting here working on this tool and saying, I'm going to have this show red that we gave less than we planned and red that we saved less than planned. I wanted, or showing green that we saved less than we planned. That's just, something is wrong about that. So I wanted to encourage you, and green means good, red means not so good. And so in the overall cumulative, we actually have those two nuances. So I wanted you just to understand that. Let's say we went ahead and paid our house payment, and it was what we planned. And electricity was $100, and it was $5 more than planned, and we spent more on natural gas, and the cable was about what it was, and the internet, and the water. And let's say we only spent, let's say we ended up having to spend $70 on household supplies. Well, you can see, it says summary, you spent $52 more than planned, but as a percent of income, you're doing okay. And this is really important. This is a new addition to this, is that these color coding of the percent of incomes. Previously in all of our tools, it's just a bland, white cell with some black numbers and percentages in there. But now we have incorporated our recommended spending percentages, recommended saving percentages, recommended giving percentages into here. And it will actually be a blend all the way from red to green. It'll go red to yellow to green as you progress into the green zone. And this is saying, hey, look, you're doing really good here. But as you can see right here, it's saying, hey, your transportation is starting to blend towards red. It's not out of control, but these numbers you planned are kind of out. They're starting to get out there. And so it's giving you caution. Nothing is hard and fast in finances, especially if you're being able to give and you're able to save and invest and you're having some fun in your plan. That's good, as long as it balances to exactly zero. So let's say you made your car payment, and let's say your car insurance was right on and you spent less on gas, which is hardly believable. And let's say that you did your oil change, and you went and you used some coupons and you were able to spend $50 less at the grocery store, and you spent $25 extra at restaurants. You paid the student lunches for your child, and then your child is so cute, so you spent $100 on clothing, but only $25 on yourself, because that's how most parents are. We sacrifice for our kids crazy. And then credit cards, $55. We paid our student loan. We want to see them leave. You can see that debt's starting to head towards red, but it's not too much out of line. And then we can see our babysitting, that we are putting that in there. And then our cell phone bill and our spending money is right on line. And we spent $120 extra on entertainment. And let's say we had another thing pop up called haircuts, and we forgot to plan for those, and that was $50. Well, then you can see that's in the red. Now look at this. This is really good, because as you go through the month, you're typing in your actual expenses. But here's the key. Now, because it's the end of the month, and as you're planning for the next month, you can use this information to say, hey, what went wrong? What do we need to make adjustments to for the next month? So it says, hey, overall, we spent $35 more than we planned. And that had to come from somewhere, so that came from savings. That's not good. Or it may have been put on a credit card, which is really not good. But let's see where we went wrong. Well, we gave more. Well, this is saying, hey, it's a good thing that we gave, but maybe we need to plan that better. What caused us to give more than we planned? That way, our giving doesn't cause interruptions to everything else that we're saving and needing to spend money on. And then we also have savings in here. We were able to save $8 extra. Our housing was $52. Well, all this stuff is saying, look, this is not going to work. This is not going to work if you keep, it's not too bad, but it won't work every single month. So maybe you go back and you say, hey, look, as I'm typing in these expenses next month, I'm going to make sure that I make adjustments. If we're going to really give that much next month, we're going to have to make adjustments here, because we just cannot tolerate living $35 in the hole every single month. And so you can use this as a huge planning tool for you and your personal finances to say, hey, I had a plan. How good am I planning? What surprises did I encounter? And then you can use that information to make adjustments in the next month. I've been using this type of plan in my own personal finances for over 10 years. It's helped me move from $4.13 in the bank account to far more than that. And I'm blessed among many. Why? It's because of this tool. It's because I use this tool every single month. I encourage you to do the same. Now listen, you can check out this link right here. It will help you. Visit iwasbrokenimnot.com for additional tools and resources. You can see it just pulls up our website. This tools link here will give you a link to other great tools and financial calculators that can help you. We have a mobile app here. You can also visit our store where you can find all of our resources that we have available for sale. I encourage you to check them out today. Be blessed.